Hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. And that was my book that you saw in the ad. It came out in April of this year. So every Sunday and some Saturdays, we come and do a book chat. My name is Auntie Ya, or Ya FODA ATTOBRAH, the author of Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. And I welcome you to Straight Talk. Straight Talk is where we just pick a topic and we say it as it is. So today, our topic of discussion is this, and let me pull it up. Let's chat boundaries and filters. So hey, picture this. You're all dressed, glammed up to the nines, and you go to a, let's say, a community event, a party, outdooring, whatever it is. Somebody walks right up to you and they go, "Hi, it's been a while since I've seen you. Watch it. Why you can see you?" Well, let me tell you this. If you are somebody who maybe was slim before and you were trying to, you were wanting to put on a little bit of a few pounds, then that's just fine. But just imagine if you didn't ask for that opinion, did you? That is what I call an unsolicited opinion. More than likely, it would have been said in a negative tone. And then all of a sudden you feel yourself getting tensed up. Why did this person say this? And I call it, why do people have to come up and mind your business? You're standing in your own corner somewhere. But by the way, I might tell you that the live today will likely be in English and bits of Twi. Sometimes when I speak in my mother tongue, I'm able to express myself a little better. So like I was saying, are you okay with this? Or are you a snoopy person also, so you don't mind? If you're that kind of a person that you don't care, you take it in stride, or you're also like that, you talk that way. When people say things like that, it doesn't matter to you, because we tend to say, yeah, but hang on a minute. Today, we're here to talk about boundaries and filters. As a community, do we have that? No. I appreciate traditions. I appreciate the values that we grew up with. But I am of the opinion that sometimes we take it a little too far. So we don't know boundaries and we have no filters. Yes. So let's go ahead. What are boundaries, one might ask? Well, see, boundaries can be defined as the limits we set with other people, which indicate what we find acceptable and unacceptable in their behavior towards us. I'll take that again. Boundaries can be defined as the limits we set with other people, which indicates what we find acceptable and unacceptable in their behavior towards us. Have you tried setting up boundaries before? Oh, the resistance. But you know what? Who says that people can come up to you and say whatever they want to you? No. So I was doing some digging around with Google, my best friend Google, and I found all kinds of examples of boundaries. So there's intellectual boundaries, okay? And this article was by Mariana Bokharova, 4 Ways to Set and Keep Boundaries. Intellectual boundaries. I liked that one It says you are entitled to your own thoughts and opinions, and so are others. There's also emotional worth. Hi, Sheila. Good evening. How are you? There's also emotional worth and boundaries. There's physical worth and boundaries, social worth and boundaries, and spiritual wealth and boundaries, that you're entitled to your own spiritual beliefs. The one that interested me the most was the intellectual boundaries, that you're entitled to your own thoughts and opinions. You know why? Because we as a people, are we good at accepting other people's opinions? Do we have the maturity to hear or listen to another person's point of view? Hey, you know what? It is so bad. Like, I don't know, maybe I need to wean myself off social media, because when I look, with the elections coming up and that, so there's various kinds of dialogues going on, and then to recent events that happen in the US here. So, but you go on these feeds and all you see are insults, or people think because you're, um, you know, expressing an opinion that is different from theirs, then you are an enemy. Like, it's so childlike, so childish. Can't we be mature enough to accept other people's viewpoints? Like, agree to disagree? I'm entitled to my thoughts and opinions. I don't, like, if we're all going to be saying the same things, we may as well just be clones of each other. We're puppets. Even this evening, there was this situation where I was watching a live on, what do you call it? I was watching a live on one of these political debates, and it's very sad that a gentleman from another country had to come on and say that, one of the parties were insulting the president because of his height. And this gentleman says that, you know what? God made that person. So, and you're not going to get votes or get elected by insulting people. And then there was another gentleman also on the thread. And when I look at his name, I can probably guess that he's either from Sudan or South Sudan or something. He had to gently correct somebody on some opinion that they had. So the reason I say this is, for me, before, it used to be that we used to say Ghana was the beacon of Africa, like we, independence, all this stuff. People looked up to us because of Kwame Nkrumah. And now two brothers have to come, and and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that things are perfect in their countries. They all have their own problems too. But yet, it's still very sad that Ghana is a country that people look up to. When did we degenerate to this state where we can't even be accepting of each other? When you express an opinion, then you're against me. No. So we'll go to the next thing, a lack of filter. So remember again, I said the topic is boundaries and filters. So when we say a lack of filters, we mean that when people don't give consideration to the audience and often end up saying things that are rude, condescending, or downright mean. Look at the harsh words that we speak to each other as a community. Yes, I said before, people give you unsolicited opinions. I call it the busybody syndrome. Like, hello, I mentioned this on a previous live, but I never even, what do you call it? I didn't mention names, but today I will, because I'm using it as an example just to illustrate these things about boundaries and filters. There was a recent interview, probably a few weeks ago. A lady was interviewing Diana Hamilton, the gospel artist. And so people were commenting, beautifully, oh, they love her singing, they love her, just how talented she is and just how spirit-filled she is and all that. And I saw two women on the, oh, Dinah, you are this, but the makeup is too much. Excuse me? That is unsolicited advice, busybody. Stay in your corner, mind your own business. Yeah, pass some dodo. Obia can make up if I Why can't we just praise people without adding in the negative? Like, she's an adult woman, and if she chooses to plaster her face with makeup, that's her business. I like lipstick, so I'll put on lipstick. But for the last 4 or 5 years, I forget when, I don't put foundation on my face anymore. But as for lipstick, I love it, so I'll do it. Others choose not to do it. It's their business and it's my business. So if I come and I'm glammed up in lipstick, I don't expect anybody to come and tell me, so Auntie, you're not in what kind of lipstick. No. Diana Hamilton wants to put on makeup. It's her business. You know, Ghanaians, we are busybodies. Let's mind our own business. She's an adult woman, a married woman with 2 children. And that's not even what I'm using to define her. She's an adult woman, period. You know, the other example that I gave last time that I didn't mention name, but today I will. It was Miss Gifty Auntie. Okay. She was at the beach with her daughter. That was also a few weeks ago. And so they were playing around all that. So people were making their various comments. I think 1 or 2 people had a nerve to make a comment that, oh, mommy, this, but the child, she doesn't smile. Hey, manu onabu gloga bokiti. Oh, I was so shocked, but not shocked because me see ye me chrome for the year pass some obi a ne ba. Now for woko kache ne so onsre. Akola ketwa ono de no nim. What does she know? No filters. We just get up and we say things to each other. You know something? No wonder a lot of us are hurting in this community. There are a whole bunch of people. Good evening, Miss Sage. How are you? There are a whole bunch of people in our society who are carrying around nursing hurts that they've stuffed up from childhood up till now because of a lack of boundaries and filters. Until, like I was saying, obia wo ne ba. Now say a 3-year-old, what does she know? Maybe I've mixed up the age. I don't know if it's 2, 3, or 4. What does she know? She's a little child. Why don't you just compliment them and keep walking? Hey, no. We are very tactless, very tactless. We always put our foot in our mouth. You know, this morning I woke up and I was thinking of this live that I was coming to do. So it got me thinking to a situation that I encountered way back. And so I'm standing in front of the mirror trying to brush my teeth, and this thought is coming inside me. And I tell you, it filled me with this weird, unnecessary feeling, with some pain and anger of a sort. And I had to stand there and say, hang on a minute, God, forgive me. But you know why this example I'm going to cite? Look, if you are a person and your family member is probably in some danger, some situation they are in, and they came to you about it, so you stand up and you're trying to protect them about it, and then you have somebody sitting in their corner somewhere, judging you, maligning you, castigating you, making you out to be a bad person because of that situation. And then that person who was doing that, this morning, hit me like a ton of bricks. I said, they did worse. They did worse than I even did. So this is what I'm talking about. Some of the hypocrisy, boundaries. We don't have boundaries. So when you go and tell people your issues, can you imagine? It's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. Just when I think about it, I don't know where to go with it. I didn't even want to bring this up just in memory of that young lady in Florida who's lost her life. Have you seen some of the comments that are going back and forth? Like, you know, as a people, do we have any filters? Do we have any boundaries? People are standing with a man, people are criticizing a dead person. Hey, Ghana for. So are we that hypocritical? Are we that perfect? Hey, about fear, then you know, Ebi fear na ubehu. There's a lot that is going on, but because of our lack of boundaries and our lack of filters, we are stuck. Instead of learning lessons and changing, you know, if I'm to sit here right now and start talking about my marriage, oh hey, somebody will come and judge, but maybe they are even going through something worse. A high and power. We judge people a lot. We are so self-righteous. Yay! So self-righteous. Until when you see people who want to set boundaries, like me, say no mete hono. I don't know. Meka kra na meka sabewa, because I'll give you another example. A few weeks ago, we went to a picnic with some friends. And I thought I was protecting my daughter from this, but even today, that's what I'm talking about. I found out that she understood what this person said. She was a bit far away to the side, so she didn't hear. It was said in Tree, and she goes, "Mom, I kind of got the gist of what this person was saying. What were they saying?" And I explained to her that, yes, what you thought is what they said. And say, oh, like, when my oldest daughter, when she was very young, she was very shy and very timid. So, like, around people, she was shy. She would run and hide around her parents. So then this family member has the nerve to say, oh, asem esi de wa fere adia fi ne nkola abremu me wanda se obetumi aware. How dare you come and speak this to my child? Now you chrome, so you know how it is. Obeka se na ate ade na woka, ade na me woka. Empenidie ni abayidom yi, bibi a penny ti no, penny beka asem na enye kora na, what do you do? Nti me mete on so me ye penny o. What am I saying? Until you are saying this, but it suddenly hit me, says, I need pay a mekana same. Don't worry that he's never been able to hold down a marriage, not that I know of. Until then I will share waffle say if you want to be a blessing to waffle say, oh, to me boy no cancer asem kesi anti say eto no so. Hey, until ya ne nam ne ya no me ya ho. Please, so as for me, I don't need your negativity. And don't come and speak into my life any negative thing I don't want to hear. Say, no, I've given my daughters permission. I say, if you go into community things, now somebody comes to say something to you that you don't like her, speak up, stand up for yourself. Ombeka say, Monye, and so you are not children. You are 23 and 28. In this Canada, high multi higher way, 18, you are an adult. You people have passed that. It is enough, because if we don't start setting those boundaries, sorry, then they come and tell you anything. Oh, you should do this. Oh, you should do that. Maybe this. I'm not come to tell my business. I do my own thing. Like I said, if I was to listen to people or go ask people advice, I said it, I wrote it in one of the posts that I put on this page, that if I was to ask permission to write a book, somebody would have said no. Now, so be that somebody has to tell, don't do something. Look, I have my life and I'm living it. What business is it of yours to come and tell me if it's not anything productive? Because me, when I open my mouth, I have to speak something good to you. That's who I am. I'm not going to come and tell you any thing that is going to bring you down. I mean, if it's something that is not good, I'm a tactful person. Surely I'll have the presence of mind. I make mistakes, but I'm saying surely I'll have the presence of mind to phrase myself in a good way, a good manner, so that you receive what I'm going to say to you. So what makes you think that you can go about no filter, just spewing on people, talking to people, laughing at people, backstabbing, choking people? Into Modi says, "Oh, be brand and money." That is very sad. Oh, I am immobile. And so oh, you bedi watching. Just the saddest thing that I've ever seen is people come and express their opinions, and then people take their videos and then come and lambast them and what we're good at. Hey, like that gentleman, I'll say where he's from. That gentleman, wise gentleman from South Africa, called into that live show and said, "Why are you insulting President Kufuor with his height? God created him, not you. And insulting people is not going to get you votes." So why don't we know how to set boundaries? Why don't we have filters? We like to laugh at people and we think it's so funny. Oh, Rebecca said, oh, as for you are too serious. I don't have time. Excuse my language. I don't have time for that kind of nonsense. Baby, I don't think I want to allow somebody to come and put me down, because I've taken the time, a lot of time, to work on myself, to get rid of my hurts and pains and insecurities. Since, if I'm standing somewhere and I seem confident, and You don't know whether you are going or you're coming. I don't know where you are at. I'm just speculating. Now you feel so silently away there or no on crash. The orchard or city and so mention but no, you are wrong. You know something? Do your own work. Look, let me tell you, this is real life. This is real life. It is not a dress rehearsal, it's the main act. And if you are living it biara biara, it ain't going to help you. So clean up your act. Put boundaries in place. Put filters. Don't go spewing. We spew negativity. No, the yepe biani a catch. What you say? The yepe biani a catch on you feel say, we are done and that's it. It's not right. It's not right. So how do you learn to put in boundaries? Well, you have to be assertive. Yeah, be calm about it. Just say, like sometimes it's very hard. I tell myself, why is it that people come and say things and sometimes you just allow it? But me, I'm very good at it. Oh, me, my mouth. I'm not a rude person, but I'm very cheeky in a jovial way. But I'll tell you, and then they'll stand there and they'll be laughing and say, "Hey, mommy, way, yeah." I have to tell you so that I get it off my chest because I ain't taking your garbage that you spewed. I'm not going home with it, or I'm not walking away with it and then having it sit inside me. Nti me no bibi ha me asesi a na maka cho nti mo no yase mo nye hwe ebere bi ne ye kɔ Ghana. Na me money so that was the first time that we were taking them. The 2006 ne ye kɔ barbecue. Nti na it was Canada Day. Yeah, those of you who know me, when you hear this story, you know. Yes, and if you were included in it, well, I'm talking to you. So what it is that your coin, baby, your coin, no, a yadam be na near brony. The chess, almost area, hono. There's a main July 1st is Canada Day. There's a main fireworks that they have downtown over the river, and then there's one in the area of town where they live. Into Mami ya Musa, no time ya mighty koye. Yeah, so in 2-3 days, nanka ye too kwan. Into me say, ye perceive a coffee, and I'm say, na, and call he. Nkɔte a yɛse ɔde ɔmo kɔ nam se na parent wɔ ha nti wode me ba akɔ baabi a busa me a nsɛm na ɛbaeɛ no yɛse di a yɛdi matam yɛtwa marapa me ne me kunu fii hɔ nam se wow, just because I had the nerve to say you took my children somewhere without my permission. Ghana for so yehu like I see this saying on Facebook about there's people that I talk to or smile at and they don't know that I know the nasty things they said about me. And I'm saying, wow. And so who are near stretcher or kama. And I'm saying, me, I know their number. I know the drill. I know the drill. It's, hey, it is what it is. Udi matemo. And so kokonsala pe we bono fa ho no beka kire me. Nti me say, oh wow, I see. But oh, message. Straight talk is supposed to be once a week, but I think I've missed a week here and there. And, usually once a week, and I tend to do it. I send the notice out, but I don't have a specific day because sometimes, because of my schedule, I don't know when I can do it or when I can do it and when I can't. So it's usually the Tuesday. It's mainly Tuesday or Wednesdays. The odd times it might be a Thursday. But if what I'll do is if I remember is if I set it up, I'll throw you a message in your inbox you that hey I'll be on such and such a time. And as I was saying, it's very difficult to set boundaries. There's all kinds of things, boundaries with family members, boundaries with friends, with co-workers. Ultimately, yeah, so your chrome said you sit and you have a kuboni idea, kuo ni niema. And you thought that now for me, I'm not somebody who likes this friend stuff. The age that I've reached now, I've worked too hard on myself to go and give myself away like that. Nani pawdi babe tietia menim. And yes, I like people. I'll smile. I'm very jovial. I'm everything, but it's becoming increasingly difficult to maintain any genuine relationship with people who are prepared to meet you where you are at. We're all on different levels of the journey. Some people are higher than me, they are way up there. Some people too, I'm higher than them. Some people too, they are coming. But if you see that they don't want to do any work. Now, you don't even know them. The first time you meet them, the look that they have on their face, and you go, this person doesn't know me, you know. Do you think I want to bring myself into that situation? Because you're not going to tell me anything good, anything nice. But you need to be firm and set those boundaries and tell people what you will accept and what you won't accept. Because a near you know, like the insults, you did matem, oh, your banal kasa is something else, you know. Oh, Sheila, what's a fake? Yeah, the crazy pastors couldn't take. He went for the yeah. Pretending no dorsal, pretending no dorsal. We pretend a lot. We pretend a lot. We are not able to speak the truth to each other. Until those of us who speak the truth, no, people don't like us. And when I make us say, so if you've taken my child and you didn't ask me and I'm talking about it, and it's me any pabone, really. So there's a lot of sick people. We are sick up here. There's a lot of people with things stuffed inside them and they don't know what to do with it because we were not allowed to speak up as children. Look, I was on a platform the other day with one of my, one of the ladies from, you know, on Facebook. And here they were talking about bitterness in marriage. Yes, she does a program with a pastor that she knows from back home. And so it was about bitterness, and we were talking about anger because she was talking about some of those things. And I made the comment that, hey, I realized that when I was in my 20s and all that, 20s and what do you call it, 20s and early 30s, I was an angry person and I didn't know why. And it's some of these issues because you're not allowed to express yourself. But from that time till now, I've become better because I've learned how to manage it. Like it got to a point that I was searching, I was reading books, you know, self-help books or, you know, psychobabble, not the deep ones. So I'm not a psychologist, but the kind that you can read, talk about personality types, this and that, managing relationships, all that. So, you know, you grow and then you learn to put a filter on your mouth and how you say things to people. Not that your, you know, nasty words. No. And we don't know we don't have conflict resolution skills. As soon as you say something that I don't like, you better believe it's certain the DNA they made you be really. Like I look at it and I ask myself, I forget who I was saying this to the other day. I said, you know, in my day, Ghana, like we weren't perfect. No society is perfect, but they really drummed it into us, respect for elders, this and that. And I don't know why now the youth, old people, middle-aged people, whoever, looky here. Like I was saying, boundaries and filters. We got to do better. And I can't do it for anybody. I'm just here sharing my heart, just speaking up about it because it's something that I have observed. So you as an individual, if you want to grow and make a difference or change things, well, it's up to you to start that change or make it yourself. But it doesn't speak well of us as a society if this is what we constantly do. Like today, I thought to myself, wow, that South African brother, and then I don't know if I have the right country, Sudan or South Sudanese. By the name, I could tell they had to come and speak into this situation. I thought, what a shame. Ghana, we were the beacon of Africa. What is happening to us? You know, yakasa biara, but today is September 16th. The elections are December 7th. Please, let's not destroy each other before and after that. Let's learn to have boundaries and filters in place, honor each other, respect my personal space. I respect yours, respect my intellectual opinions. Yes, I am entitled to my own opinions. I don't have to agree with you. And I'm not going to like you because I'm not going to hate you because you don't agree with me. And I'm not expecting that you agree with everything I say either. We are human beings, we're individuals. God gave us brains to think for ourselves, and I trust that we would. You see, I'm talking about all this because there's young people who are watching us. They have their own opinions. They have their own opinions. I know, like our elders, my mom's age groups and all that, they sometimes they still think they are in charge. So they want to tell you what to do and this and that. But they have to realize too that times have changed. Like me and my girls right now, my son, you have to respect their opinions. They have opinions, they're adults. If we can learn to look at each other in a healthy way, honor and respect each other, I think it will go a long way for us. Hey, with that, I think I will just take a short commercial break before we round up. You know what? I'll take that again because I have a banner right on it. Here we copy of the book on Amazon. The book again is Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. It's an amazing read and it will be a blessing for you. Hey, I thank you for listening tonight. I came to share my 2 cents about having boundaries and filters in our societies. Let us agree to disagree. If you come along and you don't agree with anything I've said, you're entitled to your opinions. Feel free to leave me a comment, but no insults. We're adults and we need to be able to talk to each other in a mature way. I believe that we need to spend a lot of time investing in our emotional intelligence. That is what will help us as a community. Thank you so much. Take care and have a good rest of the week. Here, we'll be here on Saturday with the book chat at 9 a.m. And then Sunday also, we have what do you call it? The Sunday book live. And this weekend on Sunday at 6 p.m., we are going to talk about women, know thyself. So I encourage all the women to come in and listen and to come on and offer your opinions. Okay? The book chat on Saturday is at 9 a.m. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Sheila. Bless you. Take care again. Bye-bye.